brown woman, black woman, all women, I see you. Trying to stand out in the crowd but blend in. Trying to have a voice but not too loud. Make an impression but not a bad impression. Don't rock the boat. I see you, woman of color, your beauty painted on your skin in every shade of the earth we come from. Underappreciated and abused like the earth we come from. I see you. Woman, I see you. Mother, daughter, teacher, healer. I see the box they tried to shove you in, but that is not the box where you belong. I see you trying to shape yourself into what they say and lose yourself to the lies they gave. That this is where your value lies. It's in the man you can keep and the children you bear. It's in the sway of your hips and the texture of your hair. It's in the sweetness between your thighs and your silence at what's unfair. Black woman, I see you, carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders, loving and caring and sacrificing to your death. I see you underneath the crushing weights, your swagger like Beyonce, Maya's poetic tongue, unbothered like Auntie Maxine, and yet they call us welfare queens, or fast, or angry. Whatever story to take away our humanity. I see you. I see you. I see you, black woman, holding back your voice with your pain. I see you working twice as hard for half as much, and when you finally arrive, they say, here, have a piece of the pie. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's not for you. But here, have some crumbs, that'll do. Come, have a seat at the table, but don't speak. Don't talk about what matters. We're giving you a seat. All you have to do is pay for it with your silence. I see you. And I don't want a seat at their table seat because I am building my own, and every chair will be filled by black and brown of every shade and every gender, led by women of color who are heading a revolution. And at the head of that table, that is where I sit. And no, we will not be silenced. No, we will not apologize. Yes, our voices will be heard. Yes, our stories will be told. Yes, we will change this world because we are revolution and power and liberation. Thank you. I'm Kristin Iris, as she said. I wrote that last night. I'm going to share that with you guys. And as you can see, I am a creative, but I'm also a coach. And as a coach, I specifically focus on helping black and brown creatives, athletes, entrepreneurs, which to me is all under the creative umbrella, to really dismantle your oppressive conditionings and beliefs, amplify your voice, and take a powerful stand in the world. But a year ago, I was doing things a little differently. I was coaching women. All women. I love all women. I want to help all women. And about a year ago, I was talking about oppressions. I was starting to see a lot of the same patterns in women that I was helping, that I was speaking to, that I was coaching. And I started to dive more into what are the internalized oppressive conditionings that we carry, that hold us back, that limit us in even our ideas of ourselves. And at the same time, I found that there were a lot of things in my own experience I was not talking about. That I was like tiptoeing around. I was catering what I said and how I said it because I was afraid of scaring off the white people. Because that was most of my followers, a lot of the people who were following me, a lot of the people I was connected to, and a lot of the online spaces I was in. Online coaching spaces and spirituality spaces are very white dominated. And so there was also like, how much backlash am I going to get for talking about race? Because really, my internalized oppressive conditionings that I had to break, all of them are tied to race. The sexism is also tied to race for me. Patriarchy is also tied to race for me. And so I wasn't quite talking about those things. And in doing that, I realized that I was leading off the experience of a huge group of people, women of color, Black women who are experiencing the same things as me. So if I'm doing that, I'm trying to help women, I'm not really catering to all women, I'm catering to white women. And that may be part of the problem that I was seeing in the industry. And I wasn't okay with that. Now there's nothing wrong with coaching white women, but there are 100,000 coaches out there who are catering to white people. But who's out there specifically addressing the internalized oppressive conditionings that we, as women of color, as Black women, as people of color, have to deal with? Who is out there specifically trying to break that? I couldn't really think of anybody at the time. So I was perfectly positioned for this. I was like, I've experienced this. I had to break this for myself. This is my specialty. I know what it's like to be silenced, to be dismissed, to be erased. I know what it's like to kind of have to shove yourself into white spaces where you're not totally welcome, especially with the things you want to talk about. So I started talking, started saying things, started bringing up race, started bringing up white supremacy, and boy, did I piss some people off. I sure did. Okay, I had people calling me racist, saying I'm divisive, telling me I'm playing the victim, that I'm focused on the negative. Okay. I had people who were unfriending, and I unfriended. I got blocked, and I blocked. And I was okay with that. Once I started doing it, I was like, these people do not really stand with me. And they don't stand for me. And that's okay, because those are not my people. But I also had people who were commenting, who were sending me messages saying, wow, I'm really glad you said that because I feel the same way and I didn't have words for it. Wow, I'm really glad you spoke about that because I was afraid to. Or I didn't think about it that way. So I knew that what I was saying was important. I knew it was important. Because if it wasn't important, I wouldn't be pissing people off. So aside from knowing that the things I was talking about, the things I was addressing and bringing light to were important, I also knew that I had the tools to help people to dig down into those deep oppressive conditionings and break them. And as people of color, as women, I mean everyone needs this, but as women of color, as people of color, we really need this because we face so much crap. We have so much stuff put on us, so many stories, so many ways that we are systemically oppressed. And when we let those things continue to weigh us down, we can't really shine. You can't step into your power. And we are so powerful. Your dedication being here through this weekend, you think that was by accident? Your strength, your resilience, your power, your ingenuity, your creativity, that wasn't by accident. Some of this was natural, and a lot of it was forged through the fires of your experiences. The fires of your oppressions. And the more you clear that away, the more you get to sharpen these gifts that you have. And that's what I wanted to do, wanted to help people of color do. And not just wanted, not just knew that I could do it, but I felt like I needed to take these gifts from my own oppressive experiences and use them to help people of color to step into their greatness. And that was when I decided to take what turned out to be an unshakable stand. That in every area of my life and everything that I do from then on, I was going to be for, one, challenging and breaking oppressive dynamics and systems, by two, elevating and igniting people of color into their greatness. And it wasn't just in my business. I did it in my coaching, I do it in the books that I write, in my podcast, in my videos, and everything that I create, and how I step into my day, and how I relate to people, and who I choose to connect with, and how I'm connecting with them. All of it is for that. Challenge and break down oppressive power dynamics and systems by elevating and igniting people of color. I took the gift of my oppressions and I used that to create the seed of my power. And from that seat, I stood up and I could take a stand for the people and the thing that I believed in. And that's what happens when you take the crap, the bullshit, and you turn it into something else. So how do you do that? How do you turn your oppressions that you have and are still living with? Systemic oppression didn't just disappear. Okay, how do you turn that into your power and then use that to take a stand? A couple things you can think about. One, what are the oppressive experiences that you've had? What are the oppressions that you have had to deal with, that you still deal with? What are the things in your past, the hurts, the traumas, the experiences that have happened to you? It's something you can journal later, you can make a list. And the next thing you do is you look at those and you ask yourself, what was the lesson here? And this is an important question because the lesson is not always good. The lesson is not always positive. It's not even always true. One lesson that I could have gotten from my experience speaking out online is, I can't do that, I'm gonna lose clients. Or it's what I did, which was, I need to speak up more because this is clearly something that is touching people and that people need to hear. So your lessons, when you look at them, you can look at, okay, this was something that's positive, that gave me something. Ooh, this is something that's limiting me. And that lets you know where you need to do more work. And the third thing is, you look at both of those, and you say, what was the gift? And the gift is that thing that you got, that you would not have gotten or would not have gotten to that degree, had you not been through that experience. Your strength, your power, maybe your ability to put yourself first, or to say no, or to leave. Whatever that gift is, that is something you get to take with you, that is part of you, that is part of the seat of your power. And from there, looking at those gifts, acknowledging them, knowing that those are part of you, that is where you can say, all right, what do I stand for? And you can take that stand because you're taking it from a place of power, not a place of fear, not a place of obligation, but a place of knowing what you have been through and what you bring to the table that you're building. And know that the stand that you make, who you stand for, what you stand for, it creates a change in this world. And that change, it matters. You are creating change in this world, so honor that. Thank you.